Carmichael this year, if he keeps winning, he's going for his 10th win tonight in a row. He could match Jeremy's 13 in a row back in '96.
Let's take a look at the track map sponsored by Speed Stick. You got that long start, the longest of the year.
And it goes right into a sharp left-hand corner. It looks tight. These guys have been getting through their safe so far. Down a rhythm section, the next straightaway across the starting line. Then they're going to make a left under the tunnel jump, around to the triple, over the finish line jump, back across the starting line again.
Jeremy McGrath and Ezra Lusk, the qualifying heat winners on our Suzuki starting lineup. As we go down the many riders, Ron Cotta back after injury. Sebastian Tortelli making the main along with Kevin Windham through the semifinal route. Round 13 is underway. Kevin Windham gets CSFX.com hole shot money, but look at that. Ricky Carmichael immediately takes the lead. Carmichael, number 14, Windham. Number 21, another impressive start. And number 5, Pontiac. They're all in front of Jeremy McGrath.
Great start for Windham, but he had to go wide in the first corner to try to beat Carmichael into the corner. And big hole tied it up. Ricky right underneath him. So it really doesn't matter if Ricky doesn't get the hole shot. He's so good, like McGrath has been through the years, at getting to the lead quick.
Firing through the ropes, Morocco changing lanes in midstream. Ricky Carmichael though now. Can he pull away from Kevin Windham and Mike Morocco?
This is a big chance for Morocco to stay pretty close to Carmichael in the early going. You know, usually Morocco's back in about 7th or 8th. His starts have gotten so much better. He got the hole shot last time. He's close enough now to stay this way that when he starts to really turn it on the last 10 laps, he'll be able to have Carmichael sight all this. That's a big bonus for Carmichael out front. He's just glad to see Ron Cotta back there, making it harder for everyone to get close.
As we went by that big plateau, Tortelli was stopped once again after going down. So Sebastian Tortelli just adding to his woes. Looks like he might be out of the race. Here's Larocco, McGrath, and Lusk.
Look at the difference the start makes. Wow, the Lusk there with that double jump.
Lusk to the inside. Ezra Lusk. Oh, he looks good.
You notice that little double jump before the mechanics area. Jeremy hasn't been doing it. Lusk takes his time right up there, gets a nice little blip in the throttle and explosion in the clutch. Pops right up over it and is able to make the tap. So obviously it's a faster line. Lusk has been able to do it every lap.
You made brief mention of the battle he had with Carmichael in practice. His old friend, RC, couldn't catch him. Morocco, Lusk, McGrath, all within a half second of one another. Ezra Lusk is looking like he did back in 1998 and 99 when he took second. Now he puts the challenge to Larocco. Larocco slips the block pass. Larocco bobbles. Lusk takes the advantage.
It seems like no matter what you try to do to hold Lusk off, he's got another line up his sleeve right there coming out of the inside, doubling right in front of Larocco. That pass is made now. He's on his way to catch Windham.
Morocco bobbles coming out of that rhythm section, and McGrath is right on his back lever. Here comes Ezra Lusk, working for second place against Kevin Windham. Ezra Lusk, oh, good power, good turn, and Ezra moves into second as we look back at Tortelli.
Look how close Ezra runs to the edge of the racetrack. He likes to do that, especially in the whoop section. How's that acceleration? I mean, in a 10-foot run, he's jumping a 30-foot double right there. That's where he was able to make the pass on McGrath. Look at his back end kick out of these loops. Every lap his back end kicks and he just skids it right up into that berm, pops the clutch, and he's out of it.
And it happens every time.
He just expects it. Looking to going this fast. Getting squirrely here and there just becomes normal. It doesn't bother you anymore. Look at the Rocco just steals that position from Windham. Windham's going, where did you come from? That's a completely new line out of there.
So Mike Larocco moves into third. It's Carmichael, Lusk, and Larocco. Hondas in second and third. They're looking for their first win on the season.
I know it's a big if. That's what everyone's been saying. But if Larocco could start the race at the pace he's found right now, what a different season we'd be looking at. Because Larocco has the speed. At times he's faster than Carmichael at the end of the race. But the first 5 laps will kill him every time.
Here's an incredible fact for you. This is Larocco's 175th career 250 start. Ties the all-time leader, Larry Ward. 175 races, David.
know if I will get it all together. You know, Mike really represents the possibility that his motocross careers don't have to be so short. I mean, he's had some injuries, sure, but he worked through them all. And from the way LaRocco's riding, the kind of shape he's in right now, he could ride 2 or 3 more years if he wanted, and still be finishing up here in the top 3 at the time.
Well, it used to be if you were over 25, look out, and if you were married, that was even worse.
Yep, well, here's a stat for you. The last married guy that won a Supercross, I think it was John Dowd.
I think it was John Dowd in Charlotte.
Yep.
Chad Watts making sure Ricky knows where Yogi is, Ezra Lust.
Yeah, I think he knows. Every time he comes out of corners, heads into another one, these guys get a glimpse at each other. They'll look at the board, but they want to see each other. They get their own little gauge. Ricky knows that right now it's staying about the same. Lusk picked up a little bit a lap ago, but then Ricky stretched it back out.
I think the time it gets boring for him is the time he loses focus and all of a sudden something happens. There's the white flag, the final lap for Ricky Carmichael, and the final lap as well for Jeremy McGrath.
He's not really threatened for position, and he really can't make one up either. It's kind of going to be 2 weeks in a row not finishing on the podium. Big disappointment.
Second week in a row in 4th position. You're absolutely correct, David.
Ricky can afford to cruise a little bit right here. Look at Chad on the way by. Yeah, we did it again. 10 in a row.
So the mystique evidently continues to build, as well as the pressure, as his win streak quite possibly will continue. We better wait till he gets out of these whoops, however, to say that.
Yeah, through their thing. There's far to go now. This crowd has stood the entire main event. A very educated crowd here in the Silverdome. There's so much history.
Carmichael will become the 3rd rider to win a 125 and a 250 race here at the checkered flag. Ricky Carmichael does it again. Carmichael with a 46-point lead on 2nd place. McGrath, LaRocco 3rd, Wyndham and Lusk rounding out the top 5.
Feels good, you know. I was up to a rough start after that last lap heat race crash, and I just tried to go a little too fast, and the 250 bit me in the butt. But you know, I turned it around for the main event, and those whoops were really tough. I was kind of struggling them all day, and Ezra was really flying through there, man. I tell you, he was on the gas there, and I knew I had to go fast, you know, or else he was going to eat me up there. And luckily, I got out in front of Kevin and pulled a little lead, and had to ride hard because he was coming.
You know, whenever he's turning the same exact lap times, it's kind of tough. And I knew I was going to be going good in the whoops, but I knew he had really good corner speed too. So I tried to put everything together, really focus tonight, put it all together. I had a little bit of help this week with a friend of David Bailey's, and I think it helped out. I felt really awesome. But I got to thank Universal Studios, Fox, On the Scott, USA, and the beautiful